Hello, welcome to the Happy Hippie Intuitive. This is Nina and I'm here to do your weekly reading. This reading will be from the 18th to the 24th of April 2022. Before we jump into the reading, I would like to remind you that these readings are general, so you must take what resonates and leave the rest, please. I link all the cards I use below, and I also put timestamps below, so you quick and easy can find your reading once you made your pick. You have 3 decks to choose from, 1, 2, and 3, and I will tell you which decks they are in a moment. But I would also like to inform you that I have another channel where I do channeled work, where we communicate with angels, star beings, source energy, and stuff like that. And we talk about the ascension process, awakening, and things of that nature. So if that's something that interests you, then you can find a link to that channel below in the description box. But without further ado, let's get into the reading for today. Now, let's look at this deck here. It's called the Good Karma Tarot. And this one here, it's called the Forest Creatures Tarot, the one in the middle. And the last one here is the Ciro Marchetti Tarot Grand Lux. And you also have 3 flowers to choose from today. Now on number 1, there is a white flower with a little bit of pinkish in it. And on number 2, there is a pink flower. And on number 3, we have a peach colored flower. So ask your angels and guides to guide you. Sink into your intuition. Pause the video if you need more time to make your pick, either 1, 2, or 3. And I'll be back in a moment and I'll start with number 1. Removing number 3 and number 2. Okay, number 1, so if you picked the white flower and you picked this deck, then this is the reading for you. So we will pick 6 cards as we always do in the weekly. I hope you are all doing well, number 1, that you are maneuvering the energies. We have very strong energies coming to the planet right now, and I know that I'm feeling it, so maybe some of you out there are feeling it too. So, oops, there was cards that just popped out, so we will take those as well. 3, so we'll take 3 more. Now, there has been really strong energies lately, and I've been feeling really depleted and dizzy and nauseous and all sorts of things. So, I bet that I'm not the only one feeling it. So, just to have that said. Anyways, okay, so let's look at these 3 cards first. 3 of coins, 3 of swords, and 4 of wands, and the Fool, the Ace of Swords, and the King of Cups. And underneath the deck, 3 of Cups. Okay, so let's look at it. So, of course, the card that kind of draws you in right away is the 3 of Swords here. She's holding her hand up against her heart, and of course swords into the heart. So something, there is something sad, or something has happened that has made you sad, or where you feel hurt, okay? And since it's together with the Ace of Swords, there might have been some truth that came to the surface that has hurt you. That might be one way of looking at it. But there's also another way of looking at it, and that is that this sword of truth here, or this is also the sword of triumph and the sword of new ideas, inspiration, and something new. So there might be that this is going to help you to get over whatever it is that was hurting you in the past. So you have to kind of take this as it resonates with you, number 1, whether this is something that's going on now or whether this is something that's in the past for you. Now, let's look at the surroundings here. You have 3 of coins, which is about planning. This is very often when you start up a new project, or when you start up a new hobby, or you start up a new work, or you get some new ideas. And as they are doing here, kind of put them down on paper and start really planning. It's also about building blocks where you take 1 step at a time. Now, it's together with the Fool, so it's about something that's new. You're stepping into something new. It's a new cycle. But it can also be about trusting, about taking that first step, about taking a leap of faith. Now you have the 4 of Wands, which is the card of celebration. It can also be actually a celebration as in a party or a wedding that you're going to or something like that. But there is a very happy emotion, very happy energy in this card. And you also have it together with the King of Cups, which is someone who is very loving, a very mature male energy. It can be, of course, a female, but it represents the masculine part of it. So, but it's a very loving person, this one. And you also have the Three of Cups, which is about celebration with friends, colleagues, family. Take that as it resonates. So when I look at all these energies together, this Three of Swords is surrounded by very positive energies, okay? So there are, of course, many ways of looking at this. It could be that you started up a project and you trusted, and you gave it your all and it didn't work out, and that kind of left you hurt. So that might be one way of looking at it. But for me, I have a feeling it can be two things. It can be either something happened on the outside of you, but it can also be that your mind has been set in a way that I wanted this to go a certain way. I saw this going a certain direction, and it's not going in the direction I wanted it to. And so my ego is kind of hurt. Okay, so that might be a way too, because it is sword energy, which is the mental aspect. So it could be for some of you that you have just kind of in your mind's eye seen a project or something new that started up moving in a certain direction. You have visioned it a certain way and it didn't turn out that way. So it could be just that, or it could be a real hurt, that really feels deep in the heart. So take that as it resonates with you. Now I was guided to look underneath this. Seven of Coins. Okay, so this is about you planted a seed and it's starting to grow. It can also be the card of impatience, okay, that you have wanting things to grow faster, that you're wanting things to move forward and it's kind of taking its time, and that's really annoying or really kind of hurting you. So that's another way of looking at that. But from my perspective, the way it looks for you is that all the surroundings look quite good here. So it could be, of course, that somebody in this process, in this project, has said something to you, said something, a truth that has come to the surface, or they have shown their true colors or something, and that has hurt you. But I do see that the project in general, whatever it is that this is, a project or work related, or if it's friendship, or, take that as it resonates. It is a good thing, though, happening around you, on the outside of you. And there might be something that you need to feel through, of course, in here in the middle. But I think it's time that you kind of maybe pull yourself out of it once you fell through and, felt it through, and let it, of course, feel through your physical form by all means. But then see if you can shift that focus, because I see that everything around you here is very positive. Okay, there is ground for celebration. There might be a masculine energy here that wants to come in and give you love and give and help out. And when the Fool comes in here, it's, the sign of something is new. You're stepping into something new. There is a new opportunity here. And you have the 3 and the 3 and the 3. That's 333. That's very lucky. So all in all energies, I feel like whatever it is that's happening around you, even though it might not turn out exactly the way you wanted it to, is very positive. Okay. So let us pull some oracle cards as well. Today I have chosen to use the deck that's called the Shamans Dream Oracle by Alberto Villoro and Caleb Aaron Reed. So let us see what those cards have to say to you today, number one. Okay? Let's see. We will pull. It didn't jump, so we will pull. Dream Thief, refusal of the call. Okay. So there might be that you have been nudged or invited to go down a certain path and you have been reluctant to, or you've been holding something back, or you feel like there's some information or some truth that's lacking before you can dare to kind of let this energy go. So that might be for some of you, but there's definitely an invitation to continue working on your dreams here. I feel like they're telling you to not hold back here. Okay, that's my feeling. Stars in the sky, limitless possibilities. Yes, see? So I do have a feeling that this is going to work out fine if you just manage to, you know, feel it through. If you need to feel it through, by all means, I will not take that away from you if you have been hurt. But I think it's time to shift your perspective. And I feel like you do have that in you to see things clearly. You know, it's also about clairsentient, or no, I mean clairvoyance, or seeing things clearly as well, with this Ace of Swords. So I feel like they're inviting you to shift your view on this, okay? Okay, so there's kind of... I'm going to think all these 3 cards here, because I couldn't decide which one was going to be the one for you. So we'll just have to look at it. Netcaster, preparations come to fruition. Preparations, yeah. And that's what you've been doing here. You've been preparing for something, and it says here that it will come to fruition. So, as I said, I have a feeling that this is going to go well. Whale song resonating. Okay. Yeah, so of course, feel into what resonates for you. You have to follow your resonance, okay? If it's something that you're bumping up against that doesn't feel right, but ask yourself the question, is it my feelings or is it my ego, okay? Just ask yourself that question. If you bump up against something and you go, I'm not so sure, is it your ego saying that, or is it truly your heart and your resonance? Last card. Lost in space, needing direction. Yeah. So you're needing, as I said before, I think they're inviting you to see things clearly here, to shift that perspective, to kind of shift yourself out of this energy here, okay? Because everything else looks so positive that I feel like this is going to go very well if you allow it to happen. But by all means, feel it through and make sure that you follow your heart. Yes, I'm not going to tell you what to do here, but I feel like that's the invitation. So let us pull a couple of charms in the end today for you as well. Number 1. Just going to pick some in my bowl down here, as I always do. Let's see what we get. Number 1. Okay, so you have the 3 again. Remember I said 3, 3, 3, and also this is the Trinity. So there's 3, and there's also 3 people here, and there was also 3 people here. So there is something about the number 3, 3, 3, 3. Maybe you have been seeing 3, 3, 3 a lot, or maybe you are 3 people in this project, 3 friends, whatever this is. So there is a huge message in the number 3 here. You have a mask here, so somebody might have been masking some truth as well, or you might have been masking how you feel. If that's you, then you need to speak up and you need to tell the truth. So I have a pearl here. So that for me is, of course, about shining. Don't be afraid to shine. Don't be afraid to take up space in this situation. I love my soldier. Okay, so for some of you, this is, of course, a different type of message. But there might be some of you that has someone in the military, or has someone in spirit that has been in the military. Then this is, of course, a message from them in that case, saying hello and sending you love. Now you got this little skull here, and that's kind of like the death card, which means transformation. Okay, so something is transmuting. There's a shift, or there's a potential for a shift in the energies if you are willing to do so. Now there's an apple here. So apple might be, of course, an invitation out to nature, but it also might be an invitation to eat more healthy. So look at your diet maybe. And you also got a horseshoe. That is a very lucky symbol. And as I said, I have a very positive feeling about whatever project this is that you are in right now. And there's also a key to your heart here. So I'll put that on the King of Cups here. So there might be somebody coming in with a love offer, or a loving offer, or coming in to help with love. Okay, so you have to figure out and feel into who that might be for you. Okay, number 1. So that's pretty much all I had for you this week. I hope this made sense. I hope you liked the reading. If you liked it, then give it a thumbs up. And feel free to share my readings if you feel like somebody else could benefit from it. So I wish you a pleasant week, number 1. Until the next time I see you. Bye. Okay, number 2, so if you picked the pink rose, then this is the reading for you. We will pull 6 cards as we always do in the weekly. I hope you are doing well. The energies right now are very strong. So some of you might be feeling very tired. You might be feeling nausea, dizziness, problems with the stomach maybe, anxiety might be triggered, or sorrow, anger. So there is a lot of strong energies coming into the planet right now. There is also this week a conjunction between Neptune and Jupiter. They are going to be aligned, so that will create some very strong energies. And also there's a full moon coming up on the 16th, at least here in Norway. So there are strong energies in motion right now. Okay, so, oh, there was 2. So if you're feeling it, well, I do too. So you're not alone. You're definitely not alone in that. Okay, so let's look at all the cards here. I'm just going to pull them first, and then we're going to see. Underneath, you have the Knight of Cups. Okay. Or is it the Knave? Knave of Cups. Okay, so 6 of Wands together with the 3 of Wands. And then you have the Sun card together with the Ace of Coins. You have Judgment and 10 of Cups together with the King of Coins. And you have the Knave of Cups right here. Wow, is all I can say, number 2. This is very positive energies. Very positive energies. Okay, so let's look at it. 6 of Wands is the card of victory and also recognition. Okay, plain and simple. 3 of Wands is about waiting for your ships to come in, but it's kind of a promise also as to your ships are coming in. They might not be in yet, but they are coming in. You also have the Sun. Most positive card in the tarot for me. Ace of Coins, an offer of money or renewed health or prosperity or abundance. 10 of Cups, happy home family, together with the Judgment, which can be a wake-up call, but it can also be communication with the angels or communication with the other side, or other side coming in to help, okay? And it comes also together with the King of Coins or the King of Pentacles, which is, of course, someone who is very mature, very secure in his own skin, very grounded, can be someone of wealth, of money, that has that abundance, but also has that calmness about him. You also have the Knave of Cups, which is a new offer of love, and underneath there I see both the Ace of Wands and also the 4 of Wands, which is celebration. And this is new, renewed energy, new projects, new ideas, new passion, ignition, and this is of course love offer. So wow, and wow, number 2. This is so positive. So what I would say with this, it could be that you are waiting for something to come in. You have done the work, you have really worked hard, and this is the card of recognition and victory in that sense. So from my perspective, it looks like the recognition or the payment of hard work is coming to you now. It's coming in the form of abundance, in any way, shape, or form. It can be, of course, love. It can be energy. It can be renewed health if you have been having health issues. It can be money. It can be a new job. Take that as it resonates, okay? And it will create a happy home as well. It will create the feeling of security, the feeling of love, the feeling of I've landed now, the feeling of I'm happy, you know, with whomever that you are living together with. There is also renewed love here, and that might have also come from this project or whatever it happening to you going your way. So that might be a renewed kindling in a relationship that is already here, or there might be a new love coming towards you if you're not in a relationship at the moment. But the Judgment card, it can be, mind you, it can be an awakening. It can be an epiphany. It can be that you hear from your team. It can be a sign that comes towards you regarding something. But the card of Judgment could also, of course, be judging, that somebody is judging you or you are judging someone. So take that as it resonates. But because of all the surroundings I see here, I don't feel like it's negative, or at least you will not feel it as negative at all. If it's judgment in a negative way of you, then I think you are you have come so far on your path that you're just going to say, you know what, that person might feel or think whatever they want of me that has nothing to do with me. That's their energy. Okay, so, and that's, if that's you, then I would say that you're not going to be affected by it, but you're not going to, you know, make that into being something negative for you. Okay, so let us pull some oracle cards as well here. See if there's some additional messages for you, number 2. But so far, I must say that this is a very positive reading and a feeling of being rewarded, you know, getting what you deserve, as in a big reward for you, okay? Abundance in any way, shape, or form. Oh, and those 2 wanted to pop, so we'll take those. And then we might pull some more. Galactic Mushroom. The Divine Matrix. Wow, okay, so this is kind of the universe working in your favor here. And First Breath, Beginner's Mind. Okay, so there might be something that's new that you've stepped into, or there might be an invitation to step into something new, or look upon things with new eyes, or look upon things with that joy and that curiosity that children have, you know. That's kind of the feeling I get with this. And also that might be why this Knave of Cups came in. It can also be your inner child. It can also be that kind of innocent, childish way of looking at things. Not childish as a negative, but see things as a child. Let's pull one more. Benefactor, Grace and Generosity. Wow, okay, that's such a beautiful card. You see those 2? They're so cute. So yeah, I feel like there might be a benefactor in your vicinity that comes in with this help, or you might be that benefactor, or this might be just from the universe, since you have the Judgment card, the Divine Matrix, and, you know, generosity and this gift kind of coming towards you with the Ace of Pentacles and with the Sun card here. It might be that, you know, the Wheel of Fortune are finally kind of tipping in your favor now, and the universe is kind of serving you your result on a silver platter here. This is such a positive reading, number 2, I must say. Okay, so let's pull some charms in the end today. Let's see what happens here. Okay, so you have the Sword of Truth here. So there might have been some new ideas or new information, new inspiration coming your way, or has happened in the past, but also some truth regarding something. You have a big heart here as well. So there's love coming towards you, especially from the universe, I would say. And you also have, this is actually flight wings. So they're asking you to soar now. They're asking you to, you know, you have done the work and these opportunities are coming towards you. So it's time to soar. Okay. You also have the cat. So that's a reminder of, even, you know, when we're stepping into something very positive and things are moving forward, remember also to take time to yourself. Okay. That's just a little tip from me to you. So there's a rose here that's served to you. So there's somebody coming in with love, and that might be that Knave energy. A rekindling of a relationship, or a new relationship coming your way if you don't have one. You know, that kind of feeling. Now you have a flower here, and that for me tells me that you are definitely blossoming. Now, this is a jumping dolphin, and for me, that's about having fun, and remember to be in that fun energy, and that kind of what I said with that looking upon things from a child's perspective, you know, with curiosity and with that joy. Now you also have an old brush here, and for me that is about ancestors. Okay, so there might be somebody in spirit that's saying hello to you, sending you love. Might be a grandmother, a great grandmother, aunt, mother. You know, take that as it resonates with you. But for me, that is very much about an ancestor that wants to say that they're here, they love you, and help you along the way, and just kind of send you love. Okay, so that's what I feel about that. So I think that's pretty much it. Number 2, a beautiful, beautiful week for you. I hope you appreciated this reading. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Share the reading if you feel somebody else might benefit from it. Subscribe if you haven't, and check out my other channel if you want to. Now, thank you so much for being part of this reading today, number 2. I wish you all the best for this coming week. Until the next time I see you. Bye. Okay, number 3. So if you pick the peach flower, then this is the reading for you. So we will pick 6 cards as we always do in the weekly. I hope you are all doing well and that you're maneuvering the current energies. It has been very strong energies in the beginning of April. Lots of strong energies coming to the planet, and we also have alignment of Neptune and Jupiter. We also have a full moon this week, so there's a lot of strong energies about, and you might be feeling that in your physical form as depletion. It can be dizziness, it can be nausea, it can be muscle jumping, it can be that, you know, it rattles up your emotions like anxiety, sorrow, anger, those kind of things. So it can be many things. So fun. Okay, so you got the Empress, you got the 9 of Wands, and you got the Death card, which is transformation, not death. You got the Lovers, beautiful, wow. And you got the World card, wow. And Ten of Swords. Okay, underneath the Knight of Swords, and under there 5 of Cups. Okay, so let's look at it. Number 3. Okay, you know, the good news about this entire reading is I feel like something is really growing with you, number 3. Something is really blossoming with you. So this is the biggest card within emergence or within blossoming or within growth that you can find in the tarot deck, in my opinion. Okay, so there's huge growth here for you. And also it comes together with the Lovers, which is, of course, it can be a couple, or it can be new love, or it can be friendship, or it can be family, it can be siblings, it can be with the universe. Take that as it resonates with you, number 3, okay? But it is about, I mean, and also the Empress is a very motherly figure. She's very protective. She's very giving, a very loving personality with the Empress. You have the World card here, and the World is also where you come full circle when something, an old chapter is done with, and you step into something new. It comes together with the 9 of Wands, which is, of course, the wounded healer. Something has been rough, something has been, you know, a bumpy road, and you have been hurt somewhere, or you have your wounds kind of, you know, but it doesn't have to be fresh wounds. It can be old wounds, but it can also be wounds as in, okay, you know, I've learned from that. I have experienced this, that happened to me, and yes, I was wounded, but I have felt it through, I'm done, I'm moving on. Okay, that's kind of the feeling I'm getting from this entire reading. Also because you have both the World card and the Death card. And the Death card is about leaving something old behind and stepping into the new. It's a shift, it's a turning point, if you will. And it comes together with the 10 of Swords. And I know that the 10 of Swords can look very grim, but the 10 of Swords is also, not only is it, you know, I feel depleted, I feel stabbed in the back, I feel like I want to give up. But the thing about the 10 of Swords is that it is the last, it is the 10, which means that it's over now. It's the last leg. It's kind of, you are about to emerge into something new. It's time to put it behind you now. And that's kind of what I feel. Now, what's also positive here is that you are being given yet another sword here with the Knight of Swords. And when the 10 and you get one sword here, then you're up to the page, which is new information, which is a renewal of a way of thinking, which is new ideas, or just a new time, if you will. Something fresh, something new is coming towards you. So since you get the Knight comes in with the sword here, so it becomes 11, I feel like you are ready to move away from whatever it is that was hurtful or tough and step into something new. And I feel like definitely that is happening to you because of these 3 cards right here, which are extremely positive cards. And it's also major arcana. Also, the Death card, of course, is major arcana, which means big changes in your world. Okay. So the Empress, as you can see, she is surrounded by nature. So this is also very much the connection to nature. So if some of you felt the calling for nature, this is the time to step out there. Okay. Now, she is also, what you see here with all the animals, everything is kind of in harmony. She's in growth. She is the nurturing mother. It might also have something to do with mother issues for some of you. You know, take that as it resonates with you. But I do feel like you are this nurturing woman, you are, or man, you are this nurturing person who is growing, who has all that love to give, and it comes together with the Lover's card, so that kind of enhances that love frequency for me. So I feel like you've been working on yourself. I feel like you have come to a point where you have really reached this staying in the heart frequency, you know, understanding that what happened to you isn't something that happened to you, but happened for you. And you're not a victim, because whatever happened, you decided on a higher level to experience. So I feel like you've come there where you understand that part. And that's why you are able to put this behind you now, you know. This wounded healer energy and this I'm depleted, I'm done energy. Okay, it's time to put it behind you, and that is very much, you know, significant because of the Death card and the World card together in the same reading. Okay, so let's pull some oracle cards as well for you, number 3. Okay, so let's see what we get. Me talks, repairing the body, mind, and spirit. So there might be that in this process of letting that go once and for all, you do that with self-nourishment, with taking care of you, with maybe having a bath. Detoxing is, of course, me talks is a very fun way of saying it. So it's kind of going inwards, secluding yourself, being alone, setting aside the time to actually let go once and for all now, right? So I feel like it's very much an invitation for self-nourishment. Now let's see, Horseman, Herald of Change. Yes, exactly. As the Death card says, it is a shift here. There's a huge change and a shift in the energies happening for you, number 3. Last card. Gathering around, the power of community. Okay, so there might be some community or something that you might want to look into. Maybe there is a group, maybe there's a yoga group, maybe there's a meditation group, maybe there are some friends that you can hang out with that kind of understand what it is that you're going through. But they are encouraging you not to, of course, feel things through and rinse yourself and let go on your own maybe, but don't let yourself become a hermit in that sense where you don't go out and be social anymore. So the power of a community is if it's the right community where you resonate, is that it will help you with this cleansing and detoxing and shifting the energies within you. Okay, so I feel like they're encouraging you to look into that. So let us pull some charms in the end for you guys today, number 3. So let's see what you got. You got a star. Beautiful. So that's wishing upon a star. Your answers, your prayers have been heard and they're being answered. Now you have the Tree of Life here. And that's very much also like the Empress here. You see the tree. So growth, but it can also be a family tree as well. That's what I feel here with that. You have an airplane, so there might be some travel for you happening this week. There's a clover, so more nature for you is needed. That's also what I said about the Empress card here. And this is a baby, and also you see a baby here. So of course it can be a baby as in a human baby or fur baby, but it can also be your baby as in your project or whatever it is that you have been working on is kind of coming out. You're birthing it now is what I feel. You have a heart, so that's love from spirit or love from someone in your vicinity. You have a little gingerbread man, and that could be, of course, Christmas, or it can be baking, or it can be making food, or maybe taking a baking course or something like that. Maybe that's the community. You also have a death little skull here, which is again the Death card, so kind of the same as the Death card, you know, with transformation. These are actually Lego blocks. Excuse me. Lego blocks, so building blocks, so one step at a time kind of feeling, but also blossoming. Just a second, I need some water. Something went to my throat now, so there is something significant in a message here. You You got a horse, which is both strength, and you see a horse here too. There's both strength and healing for me. A horse has that strength, it has that power, but it's also a very healing animal, a very sensitive animal. So I feel it's like a balance of when to take action and when to rest, kind of. That's what I feel. Now you got a cross, and that's not Christianity, but just kind of faith. So they're asking you to have faith here, is what I feel with that card. Because I think what they're saying also with the star, as I said, wishing upon a star, that your prayers have been answered and they will be heard. But in due time, you know, they're kind of working on putting things together and turning everything into turning your wheel into kind of the notch it's supposed to be on. They're kind of adjusting, is what I feel. Adjusting is the word I was looking for. So something is definitely happening. There's a shift in your energies, and you are encouraged to kind of leave the old behind here to step into this beautiful new that's coming towards you. But they are also working at the same time to kind of match you and to kind of meet you halfway. So they're also working on it, but you need to work on your part and they are working on their part, kind of, is what I feel with that. But look into what that community could be for you, because I feel like that might benefit you a great deal. And also, of course, self-nourishment is very big this week, number 3, okay? So I feel like that was it. I hope you appreciated this reading. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and share it, and subscribe if you haven't. And I wish you the very best. And until the next time I see you. Bye.